So in our yesterday's class, if we were just seeing through, we were just seeing the process. The last topic which we saw in our yesterday's class was defect analyzing. What did we analyze? So how the defect is being arised? How are we going to follow up and go to fixing the error? These are the things that we saw in our last class. And based on that, we start analyzing the different kinds of causes. For example, we saw here about the website problems. Why we have a down in website during downloads, or what else is the problem we face when we are on the internet. We face problems like unable to download, cannot open the file, it's only read-only file, cannot change the background, bugs, such kinds of errors. So for that sake, we will see the analysis for it on the process of fishbone diagram. So the technique that we are going to follow for finding out the cause of the problem is called as fishbone technique. So in yesterday's class we had the fishbone technique is also called as cause effect problem. Cause and effect problem. Why it is called as cause effect diagram? Because defining the effect, what is the problem, we backtrack the problem to find out the cause of the problem. So for example, if we say X is a problem, we find out who are the people, who is the problem, who is the problem ariser, who is the people, what methodology can be used for it to solve, or what is the methodology they have used for so that this problem has arisen. What they have used, what are the measurements that they have taken, well, what missions they have used. For example, this example shows here they have missed the deadline. So what is why they have missed the deadline? So if it is the people who's taking care of that, then that person should have been lack in communication with that person. If it is the people who's involved in that defect, so that person can be he was not attending the problem properly, so that he faced for the dead. He didn't enclose the defined problem before the deadline, so he missed the deadline. Then okay, and then we have various methods. What can be the methods that they have used? Their group of planning, they have not planned properly, so that time there will be an error. Then the priority for given task was not being given, so that methodology they didn't use. They didn't give priority for the people, the importance of that particular deadline. So the methods were be corrected for the next stage. Then what measures they took? They saw that the measurements, they didn't track the process properly. They were short-term goals. We have to define the goals properly. So all that. So missions, what kinds of missions they used? The missions that they were using is very slow internet connection. They didn't have a startup. They didn't have a boot up mission properly. So all these problems were on the basis of mission. Environment. What was it was very small cubic. There were not lots of people accommodated in the particular area. So what was the environment problem? The environment was very noisy. They were not able to concentrate. All this problem can arise. Materials, whatever it is, they didn't provide a room for them, something. So all this problems can give a rise, all these causes can be a rise for the problem. So what we see is we define the problem. So the problem here is deadline. They missed the deadline. So we backtrack the problem. We backtrack the problem and see what is the defect there. What is the cause of this defect? So drawing this diagram is called as fishbone. So now let us see what is a fishbone. Fishbone diagram or fishbone technique. A fishbone technique is also called as cause and effect diagram. It is a visualization tool that characterizes the potential cause of the problem. That means we are going to identify the root cause of the particular problem. We are going to identify the root cause of the problem. Who is the root cause of the problem? What happened? So to see that, you just see here, this is the backbone. This is the problem. The line that is being drawn in the center is the center bone of the fish. There can be various bone coming out from like a branch. So they have to sit and think from various aspects of views to raise the cause of the problem. To analyze the root cause of the problem, they have to combine all the reasons together, and just like a mind map, they have to write a template. So this is just a outline of the diagram where you have materials, you have methods, you have people involved in the problem, you have the environment. If the environment is continuously raining, or now you see the environment is coronavirus, can the people all get together to solve one problem? So there are jobs where we can do it online virtually, but there are some tasks where we have to get together and solve one particular problem. So when that is the case, building a bridge that is held up. Why? There's no gathering of people. So they are being stopped off as it is. So we have to identify such kind of problem, such kind of causes for the problem to arise. So it is like we define the problem first, followed with that we draw a backbone and see various kinds of issues arise, causes for it. And one more thing you can see is this causes can be more branch wise also. Now I say material, and I say the problem is the bridge is not constructed. So what is the material? They don't get cement, they don't get bricks, they don't get rods, they don't get iron. Iron is very costly. So that can be the materials. Environment, you can put as coronavirus. People, positive cases. So like this, measurements, they are not able to stop the coronavirus. There is no there is no vaccine for it. So all those, there's plannings and all becomes the measurements, what they have lacking with. So putting all them together will be the solution for the problem. So that is about the backbone, that is the fishbone. Now, how do we create the fishbone? How do we create the fishbone? How do we create a fishbone? So now you see, for one more example, I will have a small share. You just see this diagram. This is another one fishbone diagram. The problem is the website goes down. Okay. So the main problem, there is one backbone here. So the main problem of this is unable to connect to the server. It can be, or your DNS server is a very problem. It is not having a lookup. We are not able to find out the DNS server. So these may be the two problems for causing this website down. So, but beyond this, there can be a sub causes also. Website is overloaded. When you say network, we are not able to connect, you can say the web server is overloaded. Firewall issues, software issues. On the other side, you can see on the domain side, you can see the domain name was expired. The domain name server issues. So what happens? Though you have a main cause, there can be sub causes between them. Within that, you can have sub causes. So now you can feel it has to be a fish. So drawing this bone, identifying the problem and finding out the cause of this problem is called as fishbone. So how do we get arise with this? So the head of the fish is created with a list of problems in the statement. The head of the fish will be the problem. That is what even we saw here also. The head of the fish will be the problem. So we start creating and then draw a horizontal arrow mark, which will be the backbone connecting to the head, pointing towards the head. This will be the backbone drawn to the pointing towards the head, which acts like a main arrow. Next, then we can at least have 4 cases, like such as methodologies, people, material, equipments, environment, what are the measurements, what can be the cause of all this. So you can have branches, at least minimum of 4 branches. Who is the cause of it? What is the cause of it? Why it became a problem? All this can be listed with the main first bones of the attaching the spine bone. The branches can be attached. So it's like this. So for the main arrow mark, we can attach the problems. For these problems, they can be contribution of sub-problems. And therefore, this process can be broken down into more continuous sub-problems so that we can identify what exactly is the cause of the problem step by step and overcome the problem solution so that we can fix it. Okay, so these 4, what is it? Fishbone. What is fishbone? Why fishbone is to be designed? It is to identify the causes or the root causes of the problem that we are facing. It is a visualization tool that is being characterized for listing the causes or the root cause of the problem. How to draw that we have seen here. So now let us see what we can do further. Okay, so some explanation which you have to know. The symbolic representations, what we have to know, we will just see here. Okay, you can represent, see, C1, C2 is the cause. E is an effect. For example, if you say C1, C2 is a cause and E is a effect, that is the problem, then if you want to represent an and to tell that cause 1 also is a problem, is a cause for identifying or the listing of E, cause 2 also. So when both are true, that cause 1 also should be there, cause 2 also should be there, and then only E1 will be true. We cannot say that if only cause 1 is true, this cause 1 is the for this problem. Let us say it is raining. Let us say the first cause is because it was too sunny in the morning, evening, that there is a rain. Second one, there is a pollution, therefore there is a rain. So for the rain to happen or to occur, the C1, it should be sunny in the morning, it should be pollution also. When both are there, only the effect will be there. There is a problem. So, and so both should be there. So it feels like a fish. Next, or, so that means what? Any one case can be true. Any one case can be true for the exclusive. This is negation. We saw negation means not. So not means we have an arrow mark like this. So we can represent an arrow mark like this to represent that case 2, cause 1 should be a false. For this to occur, this shouldn't happen. Okay. Mutual exclusive, when any one of the cause can hold true, then we draw it in the dotted lines. So these 4 symbolic representation is very important for us. Now we are going to see one of the example and let us draw the case diagram for it. The other case diagram I'm going to give you people to draw and show me. Okay, listen carefully. So this example. Now the example is what you have to do. Let us draw a case diagram for a situation where you have to print a message. You have to print a message depending upon its value. Students, are you all listening? 35 students are there. Is everyone
Yes, ma'am. We are listening, ma'am.
Prajwal? Andrew?
We are listening, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now you see here, you people are seeing the word only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us see the situation. What is the problem and how to draw a fishbone diagram. So there should be a print message for us depending upon the causes. So what is the conditions for the causes? Let us see. So the first letter should be either A or B in a message. The first letter should be either A or B. The second letter must be a integer. Must be an integer. So what can happen? The first letter can either be A and B, and the second one must be the digit. So if the first character is not these both, then that means it should be A or B. If it is not, if the first letter is not A or B, then we are going to print a message X. If the second letter, that is a problem for us. This problem arises. We have to see what the problem is first. So the problem can be if A and B is not a letter in the first case, then second one, if the second letter is not a digit, then what you have to do. So these two problems only can arise in this particular problem. In this particular example, only these two problems. Either the condition is the first two should be A and B. The first letter should be A or B. The second one should be an integer. So when if they both are not, then that is a problem. So a message should be X if it is not, this first letter is not A or B. The second letter should be Y if it is not this one. So let us see what is the causes for the situation. So the causes is the first one, C1, the various causes. First one, that A should be a character. First letter should be A. Second problem, first letter should be B. That is two cases. It should be. Or third one is the second letter should be digit. These are the causes. These are the main cause. If it is not, then only problem arises. So let us see what is the problem effect. E1, E2, E3 is an FX because it is cause and FX. So if both are true, if all the above is true, then the file is updated. Okay. If there is another problem, if the first character is not A or B, then you have to print a message X. That is a problem for us. That is an effect. If the second digit is not if second character is not in digit, then you have a problem Y. So now let us draw the fishbone. So we have to list, first we have to list the cases and causes and effects like this. So we have drawn here. This is E3, yeah? E1, E2, E3, this is by mistake written E1. So now let us see the effects. Let us take the first one, E1. This is E1. This is E3, we'll take it as. This is E3, we'll take it as. This is E1. Now, what is E1's effect? When E1 can arise? When file is updated. When file is updated means what is this one? A should be, the first character should be A or B. And second character should be digit. Then we can say the effect is positive. The effect is true. Yes or no? So it A or B should be true. Followed with that, the second character should also be digit. That also should be true. And then we can say that file is updated. So what we can do, we have to draw OR symbol here for these both. Then with this, the output of this and the third one will give true for E. Yes or no? So let us see backward. So for the case E1 to be effective, that is if E1 has to be true, then your first character should be A and the second character should be digit, or your first character should be B, the second character should be digit. It can be both and it cannot be both. The first character either A or B or cannot be both. So let us see how the problem arises. So A1 with A3. Yes or no? What is A1? C1. C1 is first character should be A. What is E1? Sorry, C2, C3. C3 is the second digit. So it can be first and 3 or 2 and 3 or mutual exclusive of A and B. Mutual exclusive together with A and B followed with this one. So these are the problem to arise for problem 1. Let us see how to draw that. See, this is how we draw. See here. Can be C1 or C2, intermediate case effect. The intermediate effect should be ANDed with 3. Is this correct? So that we can see the first one is, this is, the first character should be A. So first character is A. Yes, true. Yes, true. And then it is a second digit. Then we can say the file is updated. Or it can be this followed with this one. So we can say that the effect 3 is, effect 1 is correct. Now let us draw effect 2. Now let us draw effect 2. So we have the third one also, mutual exclusive. That means what? Both can be there. This is a mutual exclusive. Both can join together. It cannot be true. And the graph can be, this can be true and then followed with this. Next, when we can go for case, when can we go for case effect 2? To display a message X. What does a message X say? If the first character is not A and not B. If the first character is not A and not B, then we are going to display the message. So what we have a mutual exclusive. We have this part. This or this should be true. This is OR symbol. C1 should be true or C1 should be true or C2 should be true. But this is a not symbol. Yes or no? If this is not valid, then we'll give a rise to your C2 problem. We'll give rise to C2 problem. Is it clear, students? Are you people understanding? So C1 is there, which is integer character A. C2 is there, character B. If these both are true, which we have seen in our previous case, if this does not exist, if it is not of this, because we have seen that not symbol is represented like this in our previous. You want me to show that again? See here. To represent a not, we have a symbol like this. To represent or, it's like this. To represent and, it's like this. So this is for not. So for effect E to happen, the true condition actually should be false. It should neither be A, neither be false. So that should be the effect of E. Now coming to the effect of E3. What is the effect of E3? Now go and see what is the problem of E3. E3 should print Y when the second character is not. So in this case, what happens? We are not bothered about the first one. Whether C1 and C2 is A or B, that should be true. But we are seeing the problem. C3 should not be equal. It will give a rise to 3. C3 is not an if C3 is not a integer, then it give a rise for E3 problem. Understood? So now this is your fishbone problem for your simple analysis of 3 cases and 3 effects. What happens? So I want you to again go through. So how do you symbolically represent this? First, list their actions like this. C1, C2, C3. We had 3 cases. E1, file updated. E2, if the first character is not A or B. E3, it is the issue arised. Now, based on them, we have the first case. When does your first case be 1? When does your first E is true? When E is true. E is true, then C1 and C3. You should know what is C1. C1 is if the first character is A and the second character is integer. The first character C2 is the first character is a B, the second. When both are, so when C is here, C1 is true and C3 is true, then we can have E1 true. Similarly, E1 can be true for another one possibility also. That is C1, C2 is true and C3 is true for this case. Now coming to extension of the same table with E2, the second case. When E2 is true, when C1 and C2 is false. When C1 or C2 is false. So let us see C1 is 0 and the second digit is 1. Then it should actually be 1 here. And then C2 is 0. Then it is 1. Then again your case 2 will be 1. Okay. Then coming to case 3. When will case 3 be 1? When C3, when this is true and the second one, C3 should be 0. That should be false. Then only your C3 will be 1. Similarly, C1 is true, C2 is true, and C3 should be 0. So on those cases, so you can have the problem being defined. So this table also should be drawn. Based on that, this is the test cases. Test case 1, test case 2. In the remaining places where all you don't have ones, you can put zeros. So test case 1, test case 2, test case 3. So to analyze the test case 1, what is this? It is updation of file. What is the description you can give? You should have a valid first character A and second character should be an integer. What is the step? Open the application, enter the character A. The second character should be integer. File update. Second one. Second case 2, what we did? TC2. Case 2, what we did? Test case 2. Test case 2, what we did? Yes, students. Case 2, what we did? Case 1 is for C1 and C3. Case 2 is for C2 and C3. Then we say it is file is updated. So case 1 and case 2 works for E1. Case 2, case 3 and case 4 works for E2. Case 5 and case 6 works for E3. So the explanation can be in the similar way, the other explanation can be done. So case 3, case 4 and all. So this is how you will be drawing this one. The another example we'll see in the afternoon class. I want you people to understand this and I want you people to work out and show me now. Whoever shows me, they will get attendance now. So start analyzing it. I will start asking you for the explanation what this diagram is talking about. So how do you represent or? How do you represent not? How do you represent or? So I will give you a different case. I want you people to draw the case diagram, draw effect, and now you have to show me. So go through the slides, go through the word. I will be sending you in WhatsApp now. No, you just keep going through like this only. So now you want go through each and every step. This is the example, how effects are being arised. As I ask questions with you people, you have to answer to take your attendance. The next example I will teach you in afternoon first hour. Please kindly go through. Can I share this file? Students? Answer, yaar. Chetan? Chetan,
Yes, ma'am.
what are you doing? Did you listen to my class?
Yeah, ma'am, listening.
Listening. So you have to explain this and now you have to tell me. I'm giving you the Word file now in chat box. Open the Word file and see what is being given. How it has been explained. How to write the case studies. Did you all get it?
Yeah, ma'am, I'll try.
But where is the document? Do you have a document?
No, ma'am.
Then how will you read it?
I didn't get in chat box.
Ah. Now? People, did you get it in the chat box? At least for that, you
No,
should tell, yeah.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Rakshit is there.